Oh my God. I get to lose myself in those blue pools of exquisite beauty for the rest of my fucking life. Oh, I can't believe it. It's like a dream come true. And you know what, Christian Printup? It really is. I mean, she's one of the best that's ever been. She's like Mother Teresa meets the Sopranos. And she was made for me. Seriously, God listened and threw a curveball. Oh yeah, she's a third-degree black belt in jiu-jitsu, and she can carry a gun legally. Oh yeah, she's not only going to get my back, but she's going to turn me into one of the best fighters ever. I didn't want it to go like that. You know, I just wanted to run this into fame. But it's like this, Christian. You're talking to or listening to one of the best that's ever been, okay? Potentially see the play, you know? Pull up game film, San Diego, me touching Steve Taylor twice in the same play because that brother, okay, a nigga. I mean, I'm one too. You know, Harry Gopal adopted me, his nigga. We all are pretty much. Maybe not Hugh, okay, you know, but he's not a evil taskmaster either, I don't think. Anyways, oh yeah, she's my prize, and I'm going back to the East Coast, and we're going to stop in L.A., and Aaron Brink, I was going to say Dick Delaware, but, well, one and the same, you know. I mean, he's kind of a legend in the industry. He's going to shoot the Apology to Women, okay? An Apology to Women, the violin, and it's going to show the simple technique that lights women's pussies into orgasmic pleasure. Oh yeah, you can literally wear them out. So theoretically, with the stevia discovery, they can be leaning down and getting exercise in bed, okay, as their men wear them the fuck out, okay, before they even think about getting theirs, you know. It's not like I haven't thought for a long time about looking down on Hughes Pool from the 79th floor of the Hancock building. You see, I was a star athlete, and if it wasn't for Lou Holtz, everybody would know me, but I might have been an asshole. Seriously. I mean, you know, I couldn't stand bikers. I didn't know one of them. I just thought, you know what, these motherfuckers look like they think they're so tough, and you know what, a lot of them really are. You know what, no one to fuck with. What's up, brother? You know what, Kalani, yeah, that's a friend. You know what, I've kicked him down weed in the past and shit, and you know, I do that. I'm like that. I'm very socialistic, okay, to the point in my marriage, you know. Yeah. It's alright, homie. Kalani, please. God damn, man. Here, bud. What's that? What's that? You know what? In a second, brother. In a second. I'm doing a video right now, and then if you're gonna kick it, it's all good. All right.
I get you another time.
All right.
Hey.
All right.
Thank you.
You know, put it like this, man. You could dissect my past. I've never pushed anybody around, although I could have. I'm big, and I'm about as tough as they come, and I'm a generation removed above Dave Huckabee, you know, so, you know, if he actually mans up and comes to, you know, the Gladiator Challenge March 19th, I'm going to mop him up, man. The only chance he would have would be to hit me from the outside, and, you know, I'm going to go and kick it with a third-degree black belt in jiu-jitsu for a little bit. She's going to get a lot of violining, and you know what? We might work some ground in between. And, you know, we're going to become a Bonnie and Clyde. And what I'm going to do is bring her body back into perfect health, okay? Seems she got bit by a tick, and some spiral keats and shit, you know what, are starting to lupus, you know, borderline. And I'm calling that pure H2O purifies the body, ups the pH, okay, those things die, or it weakens them so that what the doctors are doing can actually do their job, and I'm going to bring her back into perfect health, and you know what, we're going to do a lot of good things, and there will be a time when I get accused of some of the copycats, you know, the movies that I'm planning on making, to catch a predator in real life, man. You know what? Use bait and lure them in, and then put them through Pulp Fiction type fucking scenarios in film, and then have people pay to see it, and then word spreads. And you know what? I could envision a future when there's big camps in the desert, and these men are turning themselves the fuck in. You know what? Because they don't like what they're seeing, okay, and hearing in the underground. You know what I'm saying? And I can see getting accused of shit, you know, copycat. I'll be on the other side of the planet. You know what? Enjoying it, for sure. But causing it, of course not. You know what? I have big plans, man. I'm smart, Christian. They said I was 154 IQ when I saw a $35 million thought in 1975, and then passed it on to Craig Tusher, 1600 SAT extraordinaire, man. David Rockefeller's fucking roommate. And he took it to Princeton with him and told them, and then they validated, you know, mice explosion in condensed space, okay? It doesn't matter how much food there is, okay? They go fucking nuts, man. They turn into humans, and they fucking rape, they kill, they eat baby. I mean, it was grotesque, man. I was in a panic. I was 8 years old. My fucking, dare I say it, cunt aunt had given me a male and a female mouse in a fucking tiny little cage and shit. And you know what? I didn't like taking babies down to the pet store, and so, you know, I saw this. It was grotesque. And Princeton spent $35 million after Craig took that thought with him to Princeton. And you know what? I was always smart, but I never pursued it. You know what? I pursued sports. I mean, I knew there was a reason, okay? I didn't know what it was, but I always felt, you know, that I needed to get famous, okay? And you know what? People don't listen to shit, okay, in this country unless you are famous. And some of the famous people, what they're fucking saying, and the people are following, they should be ashamed. Seriously. But you know what, Christian? It's like this. Look at the play, man, okay? It's not me saying this. It's fucking Hulk Hogan, you know, Phil. I can't even say his last name, okay? But that big fucking Tongan, his boy said Lawrence Taylor type, you know? And, yeah, I mean, I'm still fast, man. As a matter of fact, Christian, if you got like a George Plimpton type fucking little thing going, okay, that'd be cool. You have the juice card, you have the connections, okay? See, what I'm doing, I'm going with Tara to the East Coast because, one, that's where she lives, and two, she needs me. And three, so does the East Coast, okay? Because the fucking, the conspiracy theorists have said time and time again that pandemic emanates from the New York area, okay? Very easily contained, okay? You know, if people had masks over their face, okay, when the first, you know, little episode fucking broke out, if they weren't using dust-blowing vacuums that are illegal in restaurants, okay, but the machine that froze Diego Sanchez in his tracks, you know what? You could legally take that into a hospital operating room because the military says it purifies the air, okay? And it does, okay? Wow, it doesn't matter, okay, if Diego Sanchez is or isn't gay. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, Christina saying that she was basically throwing her pussy at him. Doesn't matter. Anything, homeboy. You turning your back on me. It's like this. You were so close to being the conduit, okay, to this getting out. And I'm going to retaliate legally and attack you, okay, until you capitulate and tell the truth about Stevia. You know, giving me texts, just received your 2 pounds. That was after you signed to fight BJ. You know what? The fucking, dude, I'll tell you what, you should know this. I can be a cruel motherfucker when I choose to, okay? You turn your back on Stevia. How many women have died from what cured Ali Sonoma in 14 days? And think about me linking the two, okay, in people's minds, in you, okay? There might be a time when you don't feel safe, you know, living wherever you do, okay? And then, if I wanted to, and I could easily do this, I could use money to legally attack people in film, okay? And you know what, Petey? This is where you come in, man. Yeah, you can be the youngest fucking technical director, you know, on movies in Hollywood, because that's where this is going. Eventually, okay, if people like Christian wake the fuck up, alright? They can make a movie right now, homeboy, okay? Go and talk to Mark Brandon, who's doing 280 to life, okay? So he's in Supermax, and you know what? Does he have to lose, okay, by telling the truth that he was Mel Gibson in Tequila Sunrise, right? And then they could write me in, you know, True, you know, about to kick his fucking ass when I'm 16 years old, man. And you know what? Before I punch, waking up, realizing I never fucking lost it, homie. I was beating grown men, Dave Huckabee, when I was 16 years old, okay? You think you could have beat me when you were fucking 13 or 15 and I was in my 20s and I was fucking winning this right here? State champion, Florida, dog, okay? Yeah, Golden Gloves. And, you know, I mean, I had the longest knockout in history. They carted that guy off on a fucking stretcher. He was unconscious for so long, and he couldn't fight for over a year, okay? And then I went to Des Moines, Iowa, and dropped a white boy from New Jersey, as a matter of fact. And, you know what? Got beat by Von Bean. Because he was a better boxer. I was a better athlete, more power, more fucking everything. And my mouth ran to the cops, and you know what? I went on my path, and it doesn't really matter. We're in the here and the now, okay? And so what I'm doing, I'm taking my fucking act to the East Coast, okay? Because one, that beauty, oh my God, you know what? She is exquisite on the inside and out, and I wouldn't be worth shit, okay, if I wasn't with her, because I'd be thinking about her 24/7, okay? So you know what? This is where one hand washes the other, okay? I'm going to bring her back into perfect health, and she's going to turn me into one of the best fighters in the world, and hopefully, along the way, we're stopping L.A., and Aaron Brink will shoot the violin video, and you know what? Cedric Figueroa 48, after the hour now, why don't you just stand up and say, yeah, you know what, I was that good, and I did turn my back on that game, and if I had walked on to the Raiders, that was the only team that I would have considered, okay, you know what, but I chose boxing, and, you know, it led me to the here and now, man. I have a set of friends that I wouldn't trade in for the world, seriously. As a matter of fact, you know, the three amigos, man, a Mick, a Mex, and a Mix. You know what? That'd be Dan Quinn, Jamie Hara, and Harry Homicide Gopal. You know what I'm saying? Or they can make movies about that shit. You know what? And 95%, Christian, of anything that I generate is going to go to feed the homeless and the hungry, okay? To basically level the playing field, make it fair, okay? Change the odds. It's stacked. And if you haven't noticed it, planet Earth is fucking going downhill quickly, okay? And so what I'm doing is I'm taking my act to the East Coast because I don't think that the people that are around me are paying enough attention. Maybe it's because I'm not really trying and sparring because I don't want to knock people out, okay? Serious. And you know what? It's like this. I say that if I could rewrite the rest of my fucking life is Tara Chow comes out like she said she's going to do. We drive back, we stop, we shoot the violin, an apology to women. Aaron Brink fucking turns that into a cult fucking fiction classic, you know, and I piggyback Stevia equating my body, okay, you know what, and boom, word spreads, and then, you know, people start to wake the fuck up, man. I'm going to be the richest man this planet's ever seen, okay? If not me, my children. And you know what? They're fully prepared. If some idiot asshole were to take my life, I guarantee it will be one of the most horrifying fucking decisions in that individual's life. Because my sons will pay the Russians to do the entire fucking family, okay? It doesn't matter who the fuck it is. So you know what? To the crazy Joes out there, you know what? Who is family, homeboy? You know what? This gets deep, dog. I'm not here to fucking fuck around, alright? I'm here to change things, okay? With money, I can make fucking planet Earth into a paradise fucking fairy tale, okay? For everybody. But we're gonna have to scale down. We're gonna have to stop using women's pussies and uteruses as sex slaves and fucking overpopulation, vehicles for churches to ruin this earth, okay? You know what? We have to wake the fuck up quickly. And you know what? To those who are helping, cool. You know what? That's great. You know what? Should be in more of a capacity than what Dan Quinn at 43 can do as a fighter, all right? The fact that I could walk on to the Los Angeles Raiders, okay, and play free safety, guaranteed, okay? I'm so fucking fast, Christian Printup, that my son's track coach 3 or 4 years ago, before I went out to Notre Dame, said 5.9 on a give or take 60 yards. My grandpa, seeing me run, said I was the fastest thing he'd ever seen, white or black. You know what? The fact that stevia and weed together make me faster, okay, for, short periods of time, man, when I'm fucking spun, you know what? That should have already catapulted me on top of the Lapua victory, you know what? But people are fucking asleep from too much fluoride in their water, man. And so, when people wake up, if you help, cool. And if you didn't, and you're an enemy, you know what? Don't say that I didn't warn you that I'm going to try to legally make you cry yourself to fucking sleep.